What is going on, football fans? Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Today, the Chiefs have signed wide receiver JuJu Smith-Schuster to the team once again. Let's talk about it. Let's get into everything that's led up to this point. Let's talk about JuJu's career. Did he fall off? Can he redeem himself? Let's talk about it. So JuJu was originally drafted by the Steelers in 2017, and he ended up having a crazy rookie season. He had 58 catches, 917 yards, and 7 touchdowns. He ended up being an absolute monstrous combo paired with Antonio Brown, who was in his prime, by the way. That was before the CTESPN and all the crazy tweets and the Snapchat stories in the pool. That was before all the crazy Antonio Brown antics that we have now. That was prime Antonio Brown. That was Lego haircut Antonio Brown. Those days, you know what I'm saying? Prime Antonio Brown, JuJu, they were a monstrous duo. They were literally one of my favorites in the league. I'm not even a Steelers fan. I'm a Giants fan, you guys see right here. And that was one of my favorite duos in the league. They had a lot of promise. They ended up getting rid of Antonio Brown, and then they thought, okay, maybe he could be a wide receiver one in JuJu, but that didn't end up exactly panning out. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get back on track. So his sophomore season, he ended up having an even better performance, getting 111 catches for 1,426 yards and also 7 touchdowns. And honestly, that season was really fun to watch. He was a yard machine. I remember that season like it wasn't that long ago. Then he kind of started to decline for a few seasons, putting up 550, 830, and 129 the following seasons while he was still in Pittsburgh. Although he did get a little bit unlucky facing a couple of different injuries. He got hit sticked hella hard one game, and honestly, it was just a string of bad luck. I don't know if he got distracted playing Fortnite and streaming and stuff, and he wasn't reading the playbook, or maybe he got distracted making too many TikToks, or maybe it was a lack of TikToks. Maybe he wasn't making as many, so he started falling off production-wise. I don't know. Speaking of TikToks, I remember when he would dance like in the Cowboys logo and other teams' logo in the center field, and he would get in trouble and take some heat for that, and people were like, oh, JuJu's so disrespectful. Bro, that shit was so funny. Alright, long story short, he ends up getting sent to Kansas City for a 1-year, $10.75 million max deal. This definitely created a lot of hype. I was hyped myself. I was like, oh, Patrick Mahomes, JuJu, this is going to be electric. Especially when you consider the fact this is right after they traded Tyreek Hill to the Dolphins. So it was like, okay, he can be their wide receiver one. Didn't really have solid, stable wide receivers at the time. This was a period where it felt really weird for the Chiefs because it was almost like they were in wide receiver limbo. You just never really knew who was going to be the main target that week. And it was honestly a weird time because it was one of the first times Patrick Mahomes struggled throwing to receivers that he didn't have. So yeah, they didn't have a wide receiver one, and JuJu definitely wasn't there to fill that role. Was he trying to fill that role in his mind? Probably, yeah, but that didn't end up happening at all. Actually, I mean, I guess technically, considering he was a second main receiver after Travis Kelce, so technically he was the leading wide receiver in terms of yards, but still, I wouldn't really consider him a wide receiver one. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm being biased, even though I really like JuJu for a certain amount of time. I really like JuJu. I still hope he does well, but I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't have considered him a wide receiver one for that team. Now, it did say he was second most reception yards on that team. He did put up 933 behind Travis Kelce at 1338. JuJu ended up having one of his most productive seasons, averaging 12.53 yards per game. That's probably per catch. 12.53 yards per catch, with his highest being 15.8 in his rookie season. Yeah, that's definitely per catch. Even though he still got his yards, I think maybe JuJu wanted to be more of a bigger role on a team, so he ended up signing with the New England Patriots and very old Bill Belichick. He ended up signing for 3 years, $33 million, and honestly, this just ended up being an absolute disaster. Not only for JuJu, not only for Mac Jones, Mac and Cheese, not only for the Patriots, not for everyone involved, it was a disaster. It cannot be any worse than it ended up being. It just fell apart. Mac Jones ended up not working out for whatever reason. Belichick kind of fell apart for whatever reason, and ultimately, this led to the worst season of JuJu's career, with him only getting 29 catches for 260 yards and only 1 touchdown. Now, you can make the case and be like, oh, he was injured, he missed time. He didn't miss significant time. He missed only a few games. He started and played in 11 of them. So I don't understand. In 11 games, you get only 260 yards? That's honestly terrible. So you take all this into consideration, and it kind of leaves you wondering what the hell happened. What happened to this young rising star who had so much potential, and somehow he fell off in the blink of an eye? what the hell happened. If we're really being very realistic about it, if we're being very fair, very unbiased, objective about it, he did have a terrible quarterback situation with the Patriots. We all know you need a quarterback to get the wide receiver the ball, because wide receiver is a dependent position. And what I mean by that is, as a wide receiver, you are dependent on your quarterback to get you the ball. You're not a running back. You can't just start the line of scrimmage and take the ball yourself. You're running your routes, getting separation, getting open, or at least you're trying to. Hopefully, if you're a good receiver, you're getting all that separation, and you're hoping that your receiver gets you the ball. And for that reason, you are dependent on the quarterback. So because he had no quarterback to really be dependent on, maybe those seasons were fluke seasons and he really shouldn't have put up those numbers. So maybe those seasons where he got like 200, 300, 400 yards, maybe we can just throw them to the side and pretend that they didn't exist. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little too optimistic here, but there is a but. It is a very big but. At the same time, how ass do you have to be cut as a wide receiver from the New England Patriots? They will hire anyone. Bill Belichick has literally taken Wendy's workers who have put the fries in his bag and he said, do you want to play for the New England Patriots? Yeah, you want to come cheat with us? You want to catch passes from Tom Brady? And ladies and gentlemen, that is how we got Julian Edelman. But yeah, man, if you get cut as a wide receiver from the Patriots, out of all teams, the Patriots, you got to really reevaluate yourself and look at where you're doing something wrong, because you are doing something wrong. Maybe at that point you just gotta put the fries in the bag, bro. All right, let's be serious now. That is hard for me to do, but let's try. Fast forward to today. JuJu is once again a Kansas City Chief, and this is tricky for a couple reasons, and I'm gonna get into that. This could be the season JuJu redeems himself, since now he has a solid quarterback, the best quarterback in the league throwing to him. He cannot have the excuse of not having a quarterback, so maybe this is the year he gets his yards again. He could show everyone how he's still an explosive wide receiver that can make an impact on offense. I mean, after all, he is only 28 years old later this year. Let's not pretend like the guy is old. Now, what makes this tricky is that the Chiefs are honestly kind of stacked at wide receiver, and they haven't been in a while since the Tyreek Hill days. So it feels very weird saying that. At this current moment in time, Patrick Mahomes has Rashee Rice, who might spend time off the field this year, be suspended. We're really not sure yet. Hollywood Brown, who should be a nice fit in this offense. Rookie speedster Xavier Worthy, who already showed his superstar potential in the preseason. And Travis Swifty Kelce, who we all know how dominant and important he is to Mahomes. He has weapons. This could potentially be the best toolkit Mahomes has had in his career. Kadarius Toney has been cut from the team today as well. That bum. He needs to put fries in the bag. Actually, he's not even competent enough to put the fries in the bag. He delivers the bag from the restaurant to the freaking DoorDasher, bro. He is the DoorDasher, actually. He works for DoorDash. He turns on his phone and he looks for the freaking Wendy's and McDonald's orders to pop up. Make sure you drop off to the right apartment, Kadarius Toney. Also, when you're dropping my drinks off at the door, please don't drop them. I know it's hard for you, but please don't drop the drinks like you dropped every pass from the Giants. I still don't forgive you. I still don't forgive you, Kadarius Toney. Alright, back on topic. Like I said, I have a hard time staying serious, but I don't have a hard time staying hard. Alright, what am I saying, bro? Okay, so this is kind of tricky because JuJu might be wide receiver 4 and / or not even see that much time on the field. Chiefs really might not even need him. It really depends on how much Andy Reid wants to use him. Pause. You get what I mean. If I had to make a prediction, I honestly think he'll end up being a decent role player this season. I don't think he'll end up being one of the main targets, but he could potentially get close to a 1,000-yard season. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think JuJu will have a good season? Do you think he'll bounce back? Will he cook on the Chiefs? Is he washed? Is he cooked? Is JuJu gonna put the fries in the bag? Let me know what you guys think. Me personally though, I think he'll have a bounce back season. At least I'm hoping for it, because I really like JuJu end of the day. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe for more football content just like this. And other than that, my name is Noah and I'm out. Peace.